Waiting make Buhari begin they make competency statement. You go know say Nigeria is not doing well now. Waiting make Buhari they talk about competency is on administration. You go know say we are in a mess now. You don't see the recent thing where Buhari talk. He talk say the same physical asset where he meet, where he enter. Now the same physical asset he leave, come out. That is it. They show you say I did well. Look. Buhari, I did well. Buhari, they want you say you do well. Buhari, where people did because of her. People use because of Buhari, name person Buhari to beat her. Went anger. This year from today, you are Buhari. The trouble we don't put people. Now they tell you say they make competency statements. Want to say we will be president. I did well. This administration is not doing well. Buhari can maintain numbers. They add. Remember before Buhari entered as a president of Nigeria, he come out the day he say he had 200 cows since 200 cows. Now the same 200 cows now he still get 2050. The cow no born. Add the same cow where he meet then now he still gets the same number. They add. If you get belly, get miscarriage. Buhari will make people hunger, catch people. People begin to see their neighbor as enemy. That time, Buhari period, say we they forget because of what they pass through now. For Buhari period, people they cover their food. They never know perceiver. Because hunger day, so if person perceive your food, like person they cook for fun they cook. All of us go chop out. Hunger day. That time, Buhari, now they come now they make competency statements. I left the same physical asset. Now I leave now. You want talk I'm not do well. Competency statement. Buhari. Me say we are in a mess. So we like say we never even see it all for this administration. They go still deal with us. Carry the camera, come. Buhari go there now, they smile, they say, oh wow. At least when they come on my name from the worst president. I've been thinking I don't collect a more. T-bag, thank you. You did it for me. At least make my name come out there. They replace her with your own subsidy. Well, my own is better. Rice, I'm better. I'm gonna put T-bag name, remove my name. Mamma mia.
For me, this is not the first time I started talking about it. I talked about it from 2019 through to 2023. Before then, even from 2015, I have consistently said Buhari's presidency was a disaster. And there are so many other ways that, things that he did by, putting too many northerners in the security sector for no benefit at all from the north. And I thought Buhari's experience is itself sufficient evidence that this idea of putting somebody from one part of the country to become president doesn't really work. It doesn't make sense. Because what do you want him to do? To favor his own part of the country and to abandon others? This is very naive, to say the least. So the point I'm making is that you can achieve inclusion and not at the expense of development. One way to do it, for example, there is no part of the country that has any monopoly of competence. There are competent Nigerians among the southwest, among the southeast, among the south-south, northeast, northwest, north central. Why don't you pick those competent Nigerians from the different parts of the country to fix and run your country? Why do you go for people who are barely educated, people who are crooks, people who clearly have no idea of where to take this country, who cannot engage the world, who don't even understand? All they know is primitive consumption and primitive accumulation and very perverse, tastes and consumptions, and just simply running the country down. So if this is why I said inclusion is a very, very critical aspect of governance. And you can achieve that and still achieve development by bringing more competent people. There are technocrats who can fix the energy sector, who can fix, the transportation sector, who can improve all the infrastructure. The few that have come into government have been elbowed out. Some of them have been chased out of government because corruption will not accept the kind of thing that they want to do. And I feel very sad. I mean, we, and quite a number of Nigerians, and by the way, across the board, not just the North, the East, the West, we stood up to the military during the time of Abacha. We fought for democracy. But this is not the kind of democracy we want to see. We want a democracy that takes cognizance, of competence and recognizes knowledge in the 21st century as the greatest capital and try to mobilize. And Nigeria has a lot of these talents, has a lot of competent people. Why don't we bring them into governance? Why don't they lead the process? Why do we need some politicians who don't understand the world in the 21st century, who have no record of doing anything, competent anywhere, and all their life is life of sleaze and corruption, and because they have accumulated money through those corrupt practices, then they buy everybody off, and now we have a National Assembly that is just, literally for sale. Only money. I mean, they cannot stand up to the president on anything. And so this is the point. I think we have to change the conversation because we need a new narrative. And we have to be constantly aware, and I keep repeating this fact, that 2030, just another 5 years from now, we're going to be 300 million. Already today, we have more than 33 million people on the verge of starvation. These are United Nations bodies that are quoting these figures. We have a deficit in grains alone for last year, more than 30 million metric tons. We have 20 million children out of school, the highest around the world. We have all these terrible statistics, which we're not addressing. These politicians are not discussing these matters. They're discussing of who will, my ambition, my turn, who will be the next president. We have to do a coalition to chase President Tinubu out, just like we did with President Jonathan. Okay, when you chase him out, what are you going to do? What are you going to offer?